Alright guys, welcome to the first round here of the fourth qualification, the fourth and last qualification of the Gamers Assembly 2021. I could add that into the title. I know that something is missing, but that is the last qualification, and we're gonna find out who's gonna join Ratchet, Call Jr., and then also feed into the grand final. So we have one more person who can make it and battle out for a whopping prize pool of 3,000 euro. It's interesting to see who's gonna make it, but first of all, they have to survive the first stage here. It's 26 players who have inscribed, so not too many, but we have good players. We have Panda, Not, and Tween, and Tween seems to be ready. So hopefully Tween has practiced, and we have Tween, Spam, and Pack playing. So for me, favorites who can actually make it into the grand final. And then also, you know, we have Nevermind, we have Razor, we have a lot of good players, but only the top 8 here on the server will make it. But too bad to see that a lot of people are not interested in do that. But it's also thanks to the format that is going on here, because only one person going through. It's not good, because with that a sort of, like, let's say not top level tech player, a tech player that is very good, but not the best out of the best, he will not or tend to not play. So it's unfortunate, because you just get discouraged. I would have done it like that. Final goes through, and then it's a seeding that you get into one sort of like seeding bowl. Let's say you get first, you get into the bowl with the first seeded players, and then the groups will be distributed. But that's just my opinion about that. As we go into the first round here, we have rounds mode that will be played. So points repartition is MotoGP, so 25, 20, 16, and so on, down to 1 point. And then there is 4 rounds on each map. We have 5 maps that will be played, and Spotlight by Buzzy is the first map. The WR on this track is a .49 by Panda. So let's go ahead with Panda here and see how he's doing it. As we also see Shocker, who is participating. He said that he didn't practice too much. Razor made that mistake there on the inside. So interested to see how Shocker is doing it, because he's certainly also a pretty strong tech player. Also Nevermind looks ready today, but he went out, I think, in 2 quarterfinals, but also makes that mistake there. So the jinx here is kicking in for him. But yeah, let me take a look, because Shocker is doing really good here. Really nice to pick up those lines. Also Spam and Nod are doing really nicely here. But it's currently Shocker leading here over Nod and Spam, but not with a bit amount of speed at the ending. More, but not actually, no. But Shocker with a 101.06. That's a good time. Nod on P2, and then we have Spam on 3rd. Panda on 4th position. And then we have Swarney getting himself a juicy 11-pointer. So of course that's the, yeah, 5th is like the position you not want to be in, because downwards it is only 1 point, but still getting 5th is still pretty good. So Razor has made that mistake and is only at 7 points. Let's go ahead and see what the Eminem player can do. He can make something happen. I mean, we have 2 Eminem players here in the race, by the name of Nevermind and then Razor. So shout out to my team members, as I'm a caster for Eminem Gaming. We're gonna see how this will work out. So Razor currently having a better start. He has made a mistake at the beginning in that first round, but now he's in the battle with Nod and Panda, who both, I think both of them were actually the semi-final, but also Tween wants to have a saying here. So the 3 times vice world champion is also ready here to maybe take a spot. So Tween, if trained, he is very dangerous on tech. Definitely one of the experienced and best players out there. Also a good apex here for Tween, for the former Asuba player, or Sampi, and now he's orkless, but still, I don't know how Tween cannot have an orc. But with that, he will get himself that 3rd position. Also Panda with a good time here, 1 minute .888. Then Nod behind that, also with a sub 101. So those are times that are really fast. And yeah, Razor is getting himself on the scoreboard also with a 4th position. Then we have Spam and Nevermind, Heathcliff, and Swarney again in 7th and 8th, or just again close by. So let's take a look here and see how it is developing in this round, as Razor again with a good start. And currently he has pretty much speed though, but Panda and Not also did it really nicely. Panda a bit inside there of an approach, so that's why Razor is having the upper hand at the moment, and Razor is leading. Razor with a 0.1 gap between him and Tween, who's actually lurking that second position. And then we have some other people here who are in the mix, so Tween also falling behind here. So Tween has eventually made that mistake, and with that finds himself behind. So Razor, Panda, Not, and then also Chateau with a good round here. So Chateau can maybe make something happen as Razor makes that mistake. So Razor again with a mistake here in this round and is out on that round. So Panda, Not, and Spam are behind that, and they are claiming the top 3, 101.09. Not the fastest lap time, but it's enough to win the round. So yeah, we have one more round here. And then we're going to go to the next map. So we have 5 maps in the map pool. And yeah, then we are going live with the next maps. So Spam with a good start here, as you can see. Spam with a good start. And then there's also every other player kind of in the mix. Panda goes for that outside approach. It's viable, but of course you tend to not want to go for that actually. But he did it pretty nicely. So Spam currently on 7th position. But look at the battle here for that first position between Panda and everyone else. It's like, it's a very close round, but we see a lot of no slides there actually. And so all of a sudden it's Shocker who is also here and can maybe have a saying. So actually the match with Tween and Shocker will be very interesting, because I think that they won't end up in a good position here, but they will create a death group, because both of them are viable of making it happen here. And Shocker, I mean, he did a 1-minute low time already, and he can probably go even faster. But with that in mind, in rounds mode, he will get very, very dangerous. Razor in first, Panda in second, and Tween gets third. So a sub 101 for Tween. And with that, Tween has some room to breathe here. But again, it's a hard group here. So it's not the easiest group, let's say like that. But whatever. That's how things are. So first map is done. We're going to go to the next map. And let's see who is good here. On Obscuritas, my favorite map. By far my favorite map. I have to say that. Not by far, but it's a good map. So the WR here is by Panda at 104.432. So 432 it is. And Panda is also leading the race. He's also leading the race. And yeah, I mean, let us check who's gonna win it here. If maybe there's someone else who really has put a lot of practice into this map. Maybe Tween, who was not really prepared on that third qualifier, but now maybe he has practiced a little bit more, because he's definitely a player who can make it. He's definitely one who can make it and can get himself a spot into the into the final. But of course there were people like Razor, like Panda, and also a lot of other players not as well, who really put in a lot of effort into this competition. So it's interesting to see if it's enough, you know, if it's enough, if you just like casually practice or something like that. But we're gonna find out, you know, we're gonna find out. And Not wins it here with a 104.69. That is definitely a great time and a nice time. So I just read nice, because it's definitely a good time here. And we're gonna see. We're gonna see. 0.69 is definitely winning material, also in semifinals. And let's go ahead here. Let's go ahead with the first live round on Obscuritas by Anisado. Let's see. So again, 4 live rounds on each map. And currently the score is pretty close together, but I cannot see a real surprise. I mean, we only have 12 players here, and all players who should make it, like who are prepared and good, are currently in the top 8. Also maybe Heathcliff and Zorne have a hard time. Maybe also Nick Solby can make it. But yeah, currently Nevermind is on 7th. Let's take a look onto him. To the Eminem player. Gets it quite nicely though, but makes a mistake there by steering in too early. So Nevermind not only gets the penalty, but also loses on a tremendous amount of time and positions. So he is only on that 8th position. We see a lot of mistakes though, but who's getting that first position? Is it Razor or Panda here? The ending will decide Razor with a good amount of speed though, but it's not enough to overtake Panda. But again, a good time here, 0.70 by Panda. Those times are really, really fast. Really fast time by Panda. Razor with a 0.75 behind that. Then we have Spam with a 96, which usually can also win rounds, but only is enough for a 3rd position. Thus, in this rounds. Yeah, Spam still with good amount of points here and is with that up to P4. So could be a good seed for Spam here. Could be a good seed for him. As we have only 26 players inscribed into this tournament. In this 4th qualification. I thought that the players will incline from each step or from each qualification phase. But yeah, that wasn't unfortunately the case. But we still have a high quality match, as we see a lot of mistakes though. So that's can of course happen. Let's go ahead here with the top battle. Razor, Nod, and then Shocker are also here. So Shocker claimed that he didn't practice a lot, and also Energized said in my chat that he only practiced for 1 day. But for 1 day, this is a lot. Oh, this is a good performance by Shocker, by the Begenius player. Currently he gets attacked by Heathcliff, who has a very good run here though. But we also have seen a lot of mistakes by the players. But who's getting first? Nod or Razor again. Razor with a little bit more speed, but Nod will take it. Look, 93 here is enough to win the round. Then we have Heathcliff on 3rd and Nick Solby on 4th. So they're also getting some good points there after a lot of mistakes have happened. Yo, Nico. So, again, a mistake here. I'm not sure who that was. Let me check. Follow on. Oh, Zwarnir made that mistake. So, he's out on that round. Fields Batman. And also Tofu with that mistake. Tofu TM tries to deliver Tofu, but he has made that mistake. So, that is unfortunate for him. But now it is Razor leading. So Razor with a good round. And this could be a 104. Yeah, high. Maybe high to mid. Something around that. Maybe a 7x. Maybe an 8x. Something like that. But with this line, he gets a lot of speed. Look at the speed here. But also Tween did it really nicely. And Panda is in a close range here to Razor. So the fight is on here for the ending. Who accumulates the most amount of speed? It is Tween looking strong here, so let's follow Tween here for the ending. Comes a bit closer, 500s between Razor and Tween. Tween with the aggressive line, but Razor will take that first position with a 104.74. So great time. And there's Tween in 2nd, 100th behind, 1/10th behind. And Panda on P3 with a 105.05. But still 16 points into the pocket of Panda. And with that, he is not extending his lead because it was Razor who got himself first and goes up to P2. Yeah, but it's a little bit obvious with this format, actually. It's a little bit obvious with this format, so all good, all good. So whatever. Let's go ahead into the next round here. As we see, again, Tween with a good start. So currently he's on P7, but gets a lot of speed here. Look at that. So he was picking the outside line, but now it's up to P3. But the battle is still on here, of course, for those top positions. It's top 0.3 between the top 8 here, but it's Chateau who made a mistake. So Spam is currently in that battle for 6 between him and Nevermind. For Bulgarian versus the Dutch player. But it's currently looking like Nevermind has a little bit more speed than Spam here. Just a tiny tad, but also the better approach there. So Nevermind can have a little bit of room to breathe. But Spam with a very aggressive line. We see one mistake there. I think that was Tween who made that mistake, but he's dead. But who's getting first, though? It's a close fight between Panda, Not, and Razor. Panda with the outside approach who might have more speed than Not, and Panda will take it with a very ridiculous ending and a .58. That is a sick time, and that is .15 behind WR. Oh my god, that's a sick time by Panda, but that ending was crazy. That was a crazy ending by Panda, and that is definitely a time that we should look out for. Wow. 43 is the WR by Panda, the last time I've checked. Maybe I can be wrong, but that's a sick time, man. So, map number 3 is coming up. As you can see, standings are like that. Panda with 155 out of 200 possible points at the moment. So that is some good point gain for him. Then Razor on second, Not on third, and Spam on P4. So currently it's looking good for the top 3 that they are well in already. And they don't have to worry about their top 3 placement, as you can see. But then Spam can well get overtaken by Heathcliff here, or maybe even Tween. And also Nevermind has dropped tremendously behind. He's at 69 points. So Nevermind has to work on his consistency, because I was seeing him making a lot of mistakes. But of course, it's easier said than done on those tracks. It's easier said than done, because those maps are not easy. Those maps are not easy. And Nevermind is also not a bad player. So hopefully he can make it, because on this map, Humble Forest, I think people will not slow down either. WR is a 1 minute .61 by Dutchy, who's not participating again today. Dutchy is not using his last chance. He was very strong here. And yeah, this map is definitely hard. Every time below 101 is certainly very good. Panda is on that yeah, good spot here with a 1 minute .92 and 95.2 winning it here. And yeah, then Heathcliff was behind. He's really capitalizing from others' mistakes. But let's see. Third map. We have round 9 to 12 coming up here. And then we have 2 more maps after that. Nevermind again with a mistake. I have no idea why he's risking so much. Because he just has to drive safe in order to make it. He just has to drive safe. There's no need to risk it. No need to risk it, Nevermind. You just have to drive your gameplay and drive it safe. But he again makes mistakes. So if you make mistakes, you are falling behind. It's just how it is. So Tween and Panda are currently in the lead. But Tween actually, this map suits him pretty well. And also this map reminds me a little bit of a From Zero to Hero map. In some sort of way. Maybe not the ending part here, but the first part of the track. I'm not sure, maybe someone knows the map name. It was where it was, who was good there? Novice was really sick on this map. It was like also like a sub time, maybe 101.02 or something. I don't know. But yeah, Panda takes this round here with a 101.15. Then we have Nod, Shocker, Tween, and Swarney. Again, sniping away points because he's just driving safe. He's just driving safe and doing his gameplay, and Nevermind only with 7 points. Nevermind should just play it safe, calm and collected. And let's see what he can do now, because this would be an upset if Nevermind goes out in the first round. So now Nevermind gets a really good start. As you can see here, very close to the wall. But now he's betting out with his teammate, with Razor. But of course, a second or third position would really help Nevermind to move up the scoreboard and maybe even go to that 7th position. Currently, Shocker and Panda are close by here. Great line, though, from Nevermind, risking so much there. That is so close here for him. But of course, he cannot slow down because there's also Spam in the mix. But, you know, every time getting 5th is better than making mistakes. And I cannot watch that. I'm sorry, Nevermind, but oh my god. So Shocker wins it here with a 101.15. Then Panda 1000 behind that. And then there's Spam on third. Chateau, who's capitalizing again from mistakes on P4. And then Swanee, Razor, Tween, and Heathcliff. But again, Nevermind only with 4 points. It's not cup mode, it's rounds mode. And Nevermind has to get some serious points. Else he will be eliminated. Or he just needs, like, he just needs a good round, man. Like, or two good rounds in order to make it happen. Of course, the first round is not easy. We knew that. But, yeah, Nevermind currently is again in the battle for first. Very good start here from Nevermind all the way. Looking really, really good. And yeah, he's extending his lead. He's extending his lead though with that. And together with Razor. So the Eminem leads, but also Not here is in the mix. So Nevermind should just take it conservatively here and does not touch the CP. He's not doing it that way. So Nevermind is taking it here eventually if he survives that ending. And finally maybe. Oh, great speed from Nevermind. Is he getting that first position? Looking good here, and he gets it. Nevermind in first. Finally a first position for Nevermind. He was really in need of that, a 101.03. Then we have Not on second and Razor on P3. But yeah, 25 well-needed points for him. And with that, he's now up in the top 8. Just overtaking Heathcliff here. And he still needs more rounds like that. But still a nice performance by Nevermind. So Tween also falling a bit behind here. 116 points only for the Slovakian player. Let us check how he's doing the next round here. Last round on this track. And currently he is 0.16 away. Of course, a 6th position or 7th position would be good for him to make it. But then, of course, players like, let's say Nevermind, he got himself that 25 points. That's a huge difference compared towards those safe amount of points. So yeah, Tween on 3rd position, 0.1 away here from Razor and Nod. But good speed from the Slovakian player here, the Orkless player who plays the Trackmania Grand League next season as well. So looking good, but also for Razor. Tween also drifting, already almost drifting to the pole or to the barrier there, but that wasn't the case. So now it is Razor, both Not and Razor with a synchron fail, and Tween will take it. Panda on P2, and then Shocker on 3rd, Nikospi on P4, and Spam on 5th. And that was again a round where you could just save it and make it, but you didn't do so. So they just have to save it here, else they're out. And again, it is Nevermind only with 6 points. Only 6 points for Nevermind. He's extending to the 8th position, but it is Nixo becoming closer and closer. So, next map is coming up. It's Achilles by Kiesler and Nevermind. So, let's see. Maybe Nevermind can do better here. It's the map that he has built. And maybe he can make it happen now as we take a look here onto the standings at the moment. It's Tofu. And then also Mob1, unfortunately, with the Rage Quit. Or maybe he didn't connect yet. I think he didn't connect yet because Mob1, I think it's not a player that Rage Quits. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's also my chat. And then we have Swanee behind there on P11, Nikospi on 10th, and then Heathcliff on 9th position. Nevermind still holding strong the 8th position, but then also Chateau Ducks is on 7th. Spam, Tween, Shocker, Razor, Not, and Panda are rocking it strong here, and they might be safe already. But yeah, I mean, it can be a back and forth, and with that, groups can be dangerous more and more. So we're gonna find out how things will develop here. So this is the map here, Achilles. And it's incredible to see actually that Shocker didn't practice too much and currently has 151 points. That is definitely a good performance by him. I have to say that. Definitely a good performance by the Begenius player. So let's focus onto him on this round. And see how he's gonna make it. If he can maybe get himself some good amount of points here or not. It's run rate with a mistake. Also Chateau almost touching the wall. But you just want to drive it safe. You know, you don't want to go for that risky lines. That's the issue. When you only practice time attack, it's the issue. Because you are known to make mistakes. And you don't drive for consistency. And again, never mind, not with the best lines here. So never mind on P9 at the moment. Let's take a look onto Razor, Panda and Nod, who are really, I think they are ready, and they're ready to push it here to the absolute maximum, but not with a mistake. Who's going to take that first position? It's Panda with a better line, and he will get a 57.34. That is a very fast time. It's 0.2 away from WR. 0.15 is the WR by Panda. Maybe he has pushed it down a little bit. But yeah, that is a sick time. Like 34, man. That is really good. So never mind. Only 2 points ahead of Heathcliff. Let's take a look onto Nevermind. Can he survive it or not? Of course, he's maybe thinking, I need those big boy points. But I think what he needs is just to drive safe. He just needs to outpace Heathcliff, and then he's fine. Because Nevermind, definitely a well-known tech player. But again, he makes that unnecessary mistake. Guys, sorry to say that, but it's mildly triggering me watching how Nevermind is making a mistake in every round. It's a bit triggering. Sorry that I say that. But I know that he is such a good tech player. And now he's just binning it away. I have no idea what he's doing. But yeah, he is dead here in this round again. So Tween. Then also Razor and Panda. Tween with a good ending. Look at the ending from Tween here. He's pressing B for boost and he stays ahead at 0.38 from Tween. So he is ready. And Tween with 25 points here. Then Panda, Razor, Shocker, Chateau and Not. So with Heathcliff, that's the question though. He only gets himself a finish here. And with that, 4 points. So not too good for him. But still something. So next round, 3 out of 4. Okay. Sorry. Oh my god. Next round is coming up. So Heathcliff currently a little bit further behind. Let's take a look. Where is Nevermind? Nevermind is in the mix here. Top 5 for him. So that would be a good great placement for Nevermind, for the Eminem player. Razor, Shocker, Tween, and Panda are ahead of him. But we see Shocker making a mistake. So Panda, Tween, and Razor stay ahead. Panda in first, though. Tween gets second. And again, a 0.3x is the winning time. That is definitely a great, great time by Panda. He is ready today. And he shows us why he's up to 299 points. And he still has one more round to go here to redeem himself on this track. So nice time by Panda. Again, look how far ahead he is. He's at 68 points of an advantage. And this is really good for him. So now, then we have Chateau, Spam, Shocker, Tween, Not, and Razor. And Nick Solby and Heathcliff can still make it. But of course, they have to capitalize from Nevermind, who's currently the 8th seeded player. The bubble boy at the moment is Heathcliff with 127 points. but definitely a great effort from him. Very close there for Nevermind of touching it. A very steep angle, but like he can still make it with a safe run. He should just do that. You can see people are failing left, right, and center. And that's just how it goes. Razor and Tween are on another level. Great turn here from Nevermind. Coming closer to Shocker and Spam in the third position. But who's getting first? Is it Razor or Tween? Tween with a good line. Nevermind is dead again. So let's take a look. Who's going to get first? It is Razor with a good time. This might be a 0.3 low. It's a 32. What a great time by Razor. Tween on second. Spam on third. I think we have Shocker, Pander. There's Swanee, Chateau, and Nod. So Swanee with some points here. So it's actually pretty close between the top 11 here. So between 11th and 8th position. Because it's only 22 points going to the last map. So next map is, and the last map is Royal Cheese of this first step, I would say, yeah. First step. We're around 16 or 17 to 20 will be played. So we have 4 more rounds on this track with 1 warm-up. And this track is certainly very hard with this ending here. Very hard map, I have to say that. 59.96 is the WR by Nod. So Nod, who's in the match here, P4, is also ready on this track. But of course, this ending, gotta see it in a minute. It's very hard to do. So let's follow Tween here. How is Tween doing that ending? Because you have to do that risky line, and you can approach it from the very left and then jump like that, and you can see it. You can easily fail it. You can fail it very easily. And yeah, with that in mind, let's go ahead and see who's gonna make it and who not. So 1% ended. Good luck. 4 more rounds. And let's see who will go through and who not. So, first round here. Chateau with a very good start here. Finds himself only 0.2 behind the leaders, but makes a mistake there. So he is dead, but currently is sitting on P7. But with that, he will fall more and more behind as Nevermind is leading. So Nevermind claimed that this is one of his worst maps, actually. But currently he has on a good, very, very good run. So Nevermind can make it happen and maybe even move up to P7 here as he extends his lead. So great line here from the Eminem player. Then there's also Razor, Panda, and Tween. But Nevermind with the most amount of speed. Of course, there's still the ending that you have to go for. There is still the ending. Panda is dead. Tween, Razor, or Nevermind. Who's gonna take it? Tween with more speed, but Nevermind can finish more to the right, and he will do so indeed. A 1 minute point 31 by Nevermind, and he's claiming yet another 25 pointer. So great ending there. Very risky though, but well needed 25 points for Nevermind to stay ahead here of the rest of the pack. With that, Chateau drops down to P8, Nevermind up to P7, and there's already a gap of 26 points between 8th and 9th position. So, yeah, that is not too good, right? That is not too good. But anyway, let's go into the next round. Let's see who's gonna take it and who not. There are two servers, Eric. Top 8 goes through, and then we have quarterfinals. So he is dead. Who's there? Tween is in first though. So really cool to see that Tween is prepared for this this evening. that he can eventually do it. Or maybe even make it into the semifinal or lurk his way up into the final. Who knows, who knows. Tween is very good in cup mode. But who's getting second though? Is it Panda? Not, or maybe even Shocker, or never mind. Who's gonna get it? Tween with a mistake, but still was able to stay alive. And Tween would still get himself the second position. So nice to see that. But Shocker also capitalizing from that. Panda all of a sudden from third to first. And never mind, again, binning away some points here. But yeah, he's still well in. He's still well in. So next round, Shocker with a mistake. But concerning the practice from Shocker, it's an impressive performance that he is pulling off at the moment. So he is really, really playing good. He's, yeah, not really he didn't really put too much practice into that. But he is, yeah, he's just doing very, very good. I just have to say that. So props to him. And yeah, let's go into the second to last round of this first round here. Is Tween, Nevermind. And there's Panda Nord. We're in here. So let's take a look who's gonna take it. Oh, Tween with a very good line there. Not also with a good amount of speed though, but lacks a little bit compared towards Tween. Tween again pulls off this line the best. Nevermind is also there. Who's gonna take it? Tween with a good ending, and Tween will take it here with a 1 minute point 23. That's a very good and very fast time by the Slovakian player. But in general, a very great round here, top 4, and you are fourth with a point 38. So that is a great round. And now we have the last round coming up. And we can already say congratulations to the top 8. The top 8 is Chateau, Nevermind, then Spam, Shocker, Not, Tween, Razor, and Panda. But the question is, who's getting second and who's getting 7th or maybe even 5th? Because there's still a battle between Shocker, Spam, Nevermind, Chateau, and Razor, and Tween. So yeah, Tween is ready. I have to say that. Tween is ready for it today. He's ready and he's playing very, very good. As well as Shocker. So let's take a look here in this round. Let's see who's gonna make it and who's maybe gonna get the better seat here. Let's take a look. Tween in second, Not, Razor, and Nevermind, and also Panda are here. So Nevermind maybe wants to even claim and secure that second position. You know, but currently it's also looking like Tween wants to get that second position here in general, but he needs to overtake Razor here. But looking good for him. This could be a tie though, but Razor is having the better line here by the looks of it. But Tween goes for the risk, and Tween almost snipes it. So it's a tie between them, but since it was Razor who was ahead of him, it's Razor who's getting that second round. But again, a good round of point 17 and a point 19. Wow, the times have really increased here. I have to say that times have gotten really fast. Oh my god, that is sick. So, standings are like that. I think Razor is getting second, Tween is getting third, but Panda wins it, Not in fourth, then Shocker, Spam, and Nevermind, and Chateau. Commiserations to Heathcliff. Yeah, and the other people. My god, Nick Sobey was also there.